PA Empowerment Network is a game changer, uniting individuals with shared goals to support and uplift each other, providing resources, mentorship, and a sense of community. Empowering people means giving them the tools and confidence to thrive and create positive change in their lives and communities.
Oh, good afternoon. How you guys doing this afternoon? And welcome to the Empowerment Show. Yes, we are on the PA Empowerment Network. So we're glad that you guys came in and you decided to tune in and check us out. As always, we start off with being grateful for something. Yesterday was my birthday, so on yesterday's show, I'll let you know that yesterday was my birthday. So, and I've been going through some issues throughout this past year with the cancer and so forth, but I'm in remission now. So those are the things that I have to be grateful for. This evening, and I'm not going to pronounce her name because I'm not going to do it wrong, but I'm going to let her introduce herself. Okay, hold on, guys. Hey, how you doing, young lady?
Hello, I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing well. So do me a favor,
Yeah,
just pronounce your name.
my name is Aja Moy'E.
Aja Moy'E.
That's right, Aja
With
Moy'E.
the accent is on the E.
That's right.
Okay, okay. So how are you this evening, young lady?
I'm doing great. Blessed, no complaints.
For all you guys that don't know, she's a singer, she's a songwriter. Oh man, she is excellent. She is outstanding. I personally can vouch for that because I went to a couple of I've seen it at a couple of different events, and the first time I heard her sing, I had to put my camera down. As all you guys know, I'm a photographer, right? So I actually had to put my camera down, and I sat down because I the music and the way she sung, it was just it just stopped me, and I had just had to listen to it. So yeah, she is a one. She can, you know how as black people say, she can sing. Okay, that's what she can do. She can sing, not
Oh
sing, but she
wow.
can sing all the way from all the way down from under. She got that Aretha Franklin thing going on, and
Oh
woo,
wow.
I'm gonna do a little something for you. I'm just gonna play a little piece of something that you got coming up new, and then you can go ahead and talk about it and let us know about you. Okay?
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good.
So hang on. We're just gonna play just a little bit of the music here.
I watch your gaze, it's always on me. How did I get so lucky? Just to know you is to love you the way that I trust you. I could never hurt you, babe. Your beautiful shade of brown. Love the way you love me down. Your skin complements mine. Oh, when we love, I said it feels like da 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 da.
Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Now we can't give it all to you, but we
All
give you a little bit of the
right.
milk. So we can't give you the whole cow, but we give you a little bit of the milk. But I'm going to tell you that even that little piece right there, it
Yeah.
sounds pretty good to me. Sounds like it should be in a hit.
Aw,
That's what
thank
it
you,
sounds like.
Kendall.
I hope that you're heading in that direction lyrically and musically.
Yes, amen. We are claiming that.
Okay. So tell me about yourself, young lady.
Boy, where do I start? Again, my name is Aja Moye. Thank you for having me
No,
on the
thank you for
Empowerment
coming on.
Show.
Please. Thank you.
Thank
The
you.
pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
So I am a singer-songwriter. I'm currently in the Metro NYC area, but I'm born and raised proud from Hartford, Connecticut.
Okay.
And I have, as cliche as it sounds, I've been singing my entire life. It's true. And I went to college to study music. I studied jazz vocal performance at the Jackie McLean Institute of Jazz at the University of Hartford. in my hometown. Shortly after that, I'm given a very Cliff Notes version of life. But shortly after graduating from college with my undergrad, I went and toured abroad. I did a residency about 6, 7 months in Hong Kong.
Hmm.
Came back, got my master's and my MBA rather, with a concentration on entrepreneurship and marketing, just so that I could figure out the whole independent music idea. And yeah, I just have, jazz became a very integral part of my sound while I started studying it in college. It wasn't prior to college, though. I really grew up on soul, R&B, pop, of course. My parents always played, Isley Brothers, Teddy Pendergrass, Marvin Gaye, Motown, Stevie Wonder, all that type of good stuff. But I didn't really know what traditional jazz was. It wasn't until I had to study for my audition to get into a music school that I realized, like, oh wow, this is a whole new world that I don't know anything about. I heard Sarah Vaughan do a
Wow.
rendition of Black Coffee, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? Because I knew I
Mm.
wanted to study music, but I was trained classically. So I wanted to do something a little bit different, something that was more indicative of, my innate sound. So I didn't want to go to Berkeley, in Boston, Berkeley College of Music. I just felt like maybe it's just a sea of, and no shade to Berkeley at all. But I was just like, oh, I think I want to do something a little bit more intimate.
Mm.
And that's when I was like, okay, they have a classical program and they have a jazz program. Like, let me see what the jazz program is about. And from that moment on, from that audition on until current day and beyond, I've been studying jazz, and it has become such a part of my sound. So when people ask me, what type of music I perform, I usually say it's a blend of jazz, soul, and R&B, because those are the things that have really helped to shape me as an artist, as a singer, vocalist. So
Honestly, all of it came from jazz anyway.
it sure
The
did.
soul, the R&B, all of that's offsprings of jazz anyway. So
Absolutely.
by you studying jazz and understanding jazz means that you just understand the history of
More of
music.
the foundation.
Right, you
Exactly.
understand more of the foundation. But I enjoy a
Yeah.
good jazz singer. What do you think about the youth of today? You think that maybe they should attend some colleges in order to I don't know, better their craft, if you want to say?
Well, I mean, learning is always always a plus. Yeah, I'm still learning. I'll forever be learning. And I think there's so much in the web, like you don't necessarily have to go to a college. I was really fortunate because the school that I went to, we were able to study from people who were on the scene, like
Hmm.
my professors, Nat Reeves, Sean Montero, Renee McLean. These are people who were active in the music scene. And so we got to perform with them, during that was our experience, those were our internships.
Hmm.
So that was super beneficial. That's not something that you can get online. But whenever you can get around people just to kind of be outside and get the experience one, but also the foundation and the history and all those sorts of things, like I would always recommend that to anybody. If you just have a passion for it, maybe you're not exactly a singer or a musician, but you love it, study it. I'm constantly studying for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, you can learn how to get better. I mean, even if you're not like this great, fantastic singer, with practice, you may actually sound like something that may sound like something that people want to listen to.
Right, exactly. And that's how you become masterful. I look up to some singers, and they always tout the importance of practice, practice, rehearsal, and they're just working hard. So that's what I try to live by.
I got to tell you, we talk about birthdays, right? Tupac's birthday was recent. His
Yeah.
birthday is June 6th, June 16th.
Is it the 16th?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, his birthday
I
is
thought it
June
was the
16th.
17th. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's June 16th. But one of the things that I did appreciate about Tupac, I don't know if everybody knows, but he is a graduate of Juilliard.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
he
did.
was he's been trained. He
Yeah.
he went to college and he been trained. And this guy can put out songs. I mean, he
Right.
go into a studio and by the end of the day, he's produced 100 songs. You know,
Mm.
he's put out 100 songs and ready for the next. And this guy was such a musical genius. And I kind of put you in that category too. You've been to school. You're classically trained. You've been trained with music, and you play musical instruments as well, don't you?
Yes, I play piano enough to compose, and
Hmm.
I can do like chordal backing for myself to a certain extent. I would love to get more and more proficient in it, but yes, I'm familiar with music theory. That was a part of my degree, all that stuff.
Hmm.
So, yeah,
No, I'm an advocate for school. I just, go to school. I,
me
I
too.
I I
School is
think you should.
great.
I think honestly, if you there's a craft and you want to get better at your craft, you have to
Hmm.
go where you can learn your craft, and that's usually in a school.
Yeah,
Even if they don't have the big time names at the school, you do have the professors and teachers there that
yeah.
have the knowledge that they can give, that can pass.
Oh
How do
yeah,
you how do you get to be emerging? How long have you been singing?
forever for my life. Literally, I've been singing since I was 3.
Hmm.
But I have a very unique story because I've been singing all my life, went to school for music for undergrad, um, studied for my master's. My thesis was a business plan for a music independent record label, really, essentially. But and I'm happy to share this, out of fear, I didn't pursue it full time for some years just because I was kind of, in my head about like, okay, how do I make this work? What do I do? Yes, I had the
Hmm.
business plan and all of that, but it's one thing to have the theory of the thing, and then it's different to actually execute on it. But I had an epiphany in 2022. I was singing at an event in Georgia, and I was playing with people who played with some of my favorite singers, like they were a part of my band. And at the end of that show, things went well. It was great. And I was just like, you know what? Maybe I could, like really give this my all, take a leap of faith, a real big leap of faith, and make this work. And so, sure enough, after that, for about a year and a half, I spent every minute that I wasn't at my former job, I was just figuring out how to build the momentum for my music, how to do that, how to make this work for me in a way that makes me feel, comfortable or whatever. And sure enough, I'm super spiritual. I have a close connection with my maker. And I prayed a lot about it leading up to the day that even leading up to the day that I put in my notice at my job, because I was a project manager at a great company, and I worked with, great people. It just was not my calling. I was good
Hmm.
at it, and was actually working my way up and all of that. But I was just like, I'm not in my purpose here. And lo and behold, God was like, girl, go. And I left my corporate job at the end of 2023, November 30th, 2023. And ever since then, it's been a journey. I've been doing this full time, and I did it obviously full time when I graduated and I was overseas in Hong Kong. But that was a very different situation. You have a contract, and you're doing a residency. Very different than pursuing an independent musician type of life.
All right, all right.
So, yeah, but music has always been a part of me. I mean, my parents can tell you ever since I was a little
Yeah, how did your parents feel about you
girl,
with the
and
music?
even at the time when I was not doing it full time, but oh, my parents were super supportive. I'm really extremely blessed because when I told them, and they saw my affinity for music all, throughout grade school and stuff like that. So they were excited that I was getting a degree in it. Had I said, oh, mom and dad, I just want to sing
Sing.
and I'm not going to go to school, probably would have been a
Oh,
different story. But they were very supportive of me. And they had this like deal with me. They were just like, oh, well, if by the time you don't graduate undergrad, you're not famous yet, maybe we get a master's. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But everything that I did was always centered around music. So I was like, okay, I'll get my MBA, but it's going to be about entrepreneurship and marketing because I know what the end goal is. It's going to be about business. And I'm super blessed with that too, because thankfully I had a great mentor, Miss Lois Lindsay, and I was able to get my master's for free because I was a graduate assistant.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, and I started that program right after I came back from China. So I use both sides of my brain. I'm very creative, love music, love art, but I have I think a great business acumen.
I think it's great in what you do. At least you know you can't get caught up in that industry nonsense. I don't think
Right.
somebody's going to hand you a contract and you're going to go, "Oh my God, look at
You
it,"
just sign it.
and
Right,
just
right.
sign it, right? I don't
No,
think you're going to be the type of person to sign your life away like so
that is
many
not me.
artists have done back in the past, right? Great,
Right.
great artists, but they
Great.
were taken in by the industry. You
Right,
know,
exactly.
how's
Yeah.
the industry treating you?
The industry is treating me well.
Okay.
I would have to say I've been really fortunate to meet some great people. I have awesome mentors who have really kind of like taken me under their wing, shown me everything that they know, introduced me to other people and, helped me to make some things happen. So, and I love being an independent musician because I'm not subject to some label or whatever. Of course, I am currently building my fan base and all of those things. I have very big dreams and hopes for great things, but I just love and have always loved the idea of independent musicianship because I get to kind of create my own world. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
I'm not trying to appease a label or anything. It's just like this me pursuing music is literally me pursuing a calling. That's how I feel strongly. So I never wanted to kind of be in that position where it felt like, okay, well, I'm going to have to compromise here just to kind of get, here. And maybe those things, not that I'll compromise, but I'm saying I haven't been subject to those types of decisions yet. And I'm grateful for that. Um, but as I grow, I know there will be trials and tests, but I feel really strongly rooted. So,
Okay, we're gonna take a quick little commercial break. I do have to pay the bills, but when we come back on the other side, tell me about what's coming up. What's your future? And that young man that you were singing with, he has a hell of a good voice too. So we can
oh,
talk
yeah,
about him as well. Okay,
so excited. Yeah.
we'll be back in about 30 seconds. Okay.
Hello, I'm Chantel Davis from Willie Mae's Place and Legacy Vines Winery, located in Gilbert, Pennsylvania. We're the only restaurant and winery experience where we pair delicious homemade scratch kitchen Southern comfort food with delicious homemade wine. All of our tastings will include some type of food and wine portion pairing, so definitely check us out. You can visit us at williemaysplace.com, legacyvineswinery.com, and also follow us on our socials, Willie Mae's Place Restaurant. Hope to see you soon.
If you ever come out here to Pennsylvania, when you come back out here this way
Yeah.
again, I'm telling you, the food top
Willie
notch.
Mays.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, man. She makes some. She, she made me some grits with some cheese and with the
Okay.
with the fish.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
say no
Okay.
more. Got it. Willie Mays is on the list.
She's really good. Okay, so let's pick this back up again.
Yeah.
Tell me about what's happening in the future, and tell me about this young man you've been singing with.
Yes, yes. So in the future, coming up, I have a show in Jersey, August 23rd. That will be super exciting. Some details can be found on my website, ajamoye.com. That's AJAMOYE.com. And I'm really just gearing up for a lot of music releases. I'm in such a creative space and I'm feeling almost, for lack of a better word, anxious to get the music out. I just have a lot of ideas. I'm learning a lot about, self-recording and all of that. So I have been writing, 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 writing. So I'm just really excited to get all the music out. And that's what's coming up. More public shows. I've been doing a lot of private shows. In the past like year or so, but I'm really, really excited to get out, build the fan base, get around, get back to PA, and all over really, just to kind
Well, I'm
of,
sure we would love to have you come back here. That the NAACP, you end up singing for them, and that was a really really good performance.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's what's on the docket for now. But to allude to the gentleman that I was singing with on the track that you played, his name is Khalil Daniel. He's a great, great friend. My husband actually introduced me to him maybe a couple years ago. They went to high school together.
Oh,
And he is, as you can hear, a phenomenal singer as well. And we kind of just hit it off when we got the chance to kind of talk about music, you know, what it means to us and the things that we're working on and everything. We started to kind of trade ideas. And I had him on one of my shows back in 2023. He did background vocals for me. He led a song at a show that I did in Hartford, Connecticut, my hometown. And we've just been close ever since. We have sessions regularly. So he's just an amazing, and he's, you know, multi-talented. He's a singer, but he's also an actor. He writes as well. He produces his behind off. So, you know, you can find him on, you know, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever platform you use. But check out some of his music because he produces it, he records it, and he writes it all himself.
Seems like it's good that you're starting to build a really good team around you. So the husband, how long you guys been married?
Yes, I am happily married. We're going on 8 years this year. We've been together for 15. So yeah, and I was like, I don't know how that happens because I'm only 20, but we are a great team. He's a photographer and videographer. That's what he does for a living for Major League Baseball, a subsidiary of Major League Baseball.
So did I get to meet him at the show?
Yes, you did.
In Jersey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. He was there. Right. He was shooting, actually. He was shooting me at that show.
Yeah, I saw him. We were side by side at times.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a hell of a photographer. Yeah.
Yes,
he's his work.
Right. So he's my biggest fan and a really, really great help to me for, you know, media and content and all that stuff. He puts together awesome stuff. He goes by Moy'E Visuals. That's Moye Visuals. So yeah, check him out too on social.
Well, I went to your website. I was going through some of the videos that even from the past and how you lead it up into the future. I was listening. It was some really interesting work, and I think anybody should go to. I think you're on Spotify. You're on what's the other Pandora? Something called Dell.
Stream music.
Yeah, I think you're on Facebook. I think all the places that you can stream music. I think you're on them already.
Yeah.
So I think you're on the right course, doing the right thing. So just before we go, I want to I just want to play that track again.
Okay.
It's only a minute long, so I just want to play the track again. All right.
Okay. All right. Good.
I watch your gaze, it's always on me. How did I get so lucky? Just to know you is to love you the way that I trust you. I could never hurt you, babe. Your beautiful shade of brown. Love the way you love me down. Your skin complements mine. Oh, when we love, I said it feels like da da da.
You could tell I really enjoy that. I can't play it
I'm
all.
so glad.
you know what it sounds like to me. You ever listen to Jill Scott? And if you take Jill Scott and you would put her with someone like Jeffrey Osborne,
oh,
and they were gonna do it like a duet like that. That's
Yeah.
the feel that I got from that.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's the
wow.
kind of feel I get from that. It's
Those are
real
some heavyweight.
smooth. Yeah,
Yeah,
something you
yeah,
sit
yeah.
back with a glass of wine and relax.
Mhm.
That's the kind of stuff that you do. My wife is gonna really enjoy your music. So she
Oh,
does enjoy it. She everything I play from her, I play for her. So she loves it. You know.
oh,
All right.
yay.
So you got anything else that you want to say? I just wanted about the update
Yeah.
about the new coming show.
Yes. Um. Oh, were you gonna say something?
Yeah. No. Go ahead.
Oh,
I want
okay.
to know just repeat the date so everybody
Yes.
knows. Tell me about the event. That's all.
Okay. Upcoming show, August 23rd. It's going to be in Teaneck, New Jersey at Medley's Bayou. Doors open at 5. Show starts at 7. Tickets can be purchased on my website. And yeah, I'd love to see you there. Make sure you get the tickets early. It's a very intimate space. So, but it's going to be an awesome show. Have a live band, all that good stuff, original music. Uh, yeah, it's just going to be a good time.
And this is what month? What's the month? The date?
Saturday, August 23rd.
So Saturday, August 23rd. You guys make sure because they sell out quickly. So I would suggest you go ahead on her website and you order up some of the tickets. You definitely will not be disappointed. And try to get one of those front row seats because the
Yeah,
girl, like I said before, the girl can sing. Okay,
yeah.
all right, she
Yeah, and
really can. She has
I'm
a
looking
beautiful
forward
voice.
to meeting
All right.
everybody. Thank you.
So here I'm gonna let you go, and I got to do my thing for a minute. Okay. Thank you again for coming on. It is such a pleasure to have you on. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
you can come on anytime you want.
Okay.
W-
I'll take you up.
as a commercial said, I'll leave the lights on for you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right.
All
Thank you.
right. Thank
Thank you guys for tuning in to the PA Empowerment Network on the Empowerment Show. Again, as always, you have to be yourself because you can't be anyone else. And just love everybody. Love everybody the way you love yourself. Treat people the way you want to be treated. We're going through a lot of crazy times right now. Uh, it just seems we just need to come together before we actually get into that World War III. Go check out this young lady's concert. That'll give you a break from all the stress and the agony that's going on right now. All right. So my name is Kendall Stevenson. Thank you again for coming in. And